Welcome to NetSuite SuiteSuccess demonstration of the OpenAir NetSuite connector. We will demonstrate the seamless data flow between OpenAir Professional Service Automation, referred to as a PSA, and NetSuite Financials, or ERP. I'm logged in with the role of a services company executive. I'll often log into my dashboard to check on the health of our company, including reviewing my sales, financials, and other key performance metrics right in NetSuite. Using a single sign-on, I can also view all company project metrics. As a result, I can focus on how to improve both financial and project management operations, and users gain visibility into services delivery from a single dashboard. My PSA metric portlet shows the project-based dashboards for a consolidated view of my company, including project execution metrics, project financials, and project staffing. NetSuite has pre-built connector points with OpenAir, and updates are synced in real time, on demand, or on a defined schedule. Common data elements integrated include customers, employees, items you sell, and the projects and invoices you create. The connector ensures information is entered just once and then shared between your financials and PSA. As an example of some of the common integration points, I'll switch to my OpenAir role, which is similar to an operations person. I'm going to pull up a sales order that we closed recently for a new customer project. I've already built a project and connected it to my sales order when I was estimating the scope earlier in the process. I've identified the work that I'm doing for the customer, and over on the right, I specified how I'll be billing each service I'm delivering through the project. In this case, one by time and one by a fixed date. Other items on my sales order show I have multiple revenue streams at my company, including hardware sales and subscriptions. I'll be billing those separately from my project delivery. By opening my project, you will see the billing rules NetSuite automatically built in OpenAir once my sales order was saved. Again, my single sign-on allows me to stay in NetSuite but still view all of my project information. My project billing rules here were generated from the sales order, and it also built a customer purchase order to fund each of the line items, which we draw down from as invoices are created. The connector is configurable, so other types of process flows are supported. For example, if your company doesn't use sales orders, projects could be built from opportunities instead, whether it's NetSuite or a third-party CRM. To demonstrate the billing integration, let's pull up another project where we've already created our invoice. On this project, when I open my Related Transactions Sales tab, I can see the invoice that was created in OpenAir. I'll open that up. Over on the OpenAir Proforma tab, I'm able to view the invoice exactly as it exists in the platform. This Proforma invoice means that you can have an approval workflow to review the invoice prior to sending it to the financial system if desired. I could download any attachments related to the invoice, print off a PDF, or initiate a credit and rebill for this invoice, all from this screen. On the Payments tab, I see we have not received a payment from the customer yet. Since my role segregation of duties doesn't allow for accepting payments, let's switch one last time to our controller role in NetSuite ERP. Two things I'll do in this role. First, I'll accept the payment for the invoice we just reviewed, and second, I'll pay an employee's expense report that was synced from OpenAir. First, let's open invoice 344. To accept the payment for the invoice, I'll go ahead and click on the Accept Payment button. For this demonstration, we won't worry about payment method, so I'm simply going to click Save. Once that's saved, if I reopen the invoice, click on the OpenAir Proforma tab, and now look to the Payment tab in OpenAir, I see that the payment information has already been updated. This allows your project delivery people to stay abreast of the invoice status whether they have access to the financial system or not. The next thing I'll do is create a payment for a consultant's expense report that was submitted and approved. I'm going to navigate to Vendors, Accounts Payable, Pay Bills. At the top of my list is the consultant Abby Kwan. I'm going to open her expense report number 20. Everything looks approved, so I can make the payment, but if I needed to review any details, I could click on the OpenAir link to see the original version of the expense report and take any necessary actions, like downloading or viewing any attached receipts. On the Reimbursements tab, Abby knows she has not been paid for the expenses yet. Everything looks good, so I'm going to make the payment to our consultant. I'll accept the default of payment by check and click Save. After that saves, I can reopen the expense report, go to the OpenAir tab, and under Reimbursements, see that the payment was made. Abby will also be able to see that she was paid for her expense report from her dashboard in OpenAir. Thank you for watching this demonstration. For more information, please reach out to your account manager.